Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
This is Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing. It was released by Gremlin Graphics in, well, I want to say 92, but 1992 was the year that Nigel Mansell won the F1 Championship. So was this actually 1993? Apparently this was released on various systems by Gremlin. That bastion of truth that dares not never lie, Wikipedia doesn't actually want to tell me what systems those were. I mean, I know there was a Nigel Mansell game that was released on the Spectrum in 1992, which is officially the last game, the official last game, you know, not like a homebrew or anything like that was ever released on the ZX Spectrum. And I do know that this got console ports. This was recommended to me when I asked people name some racing games to play on the Amiga, because, well, I like racing games, and Super Monaco GP, you know, by US Gold, the Sega arcade conversion, doesn't work properly. So someone said I'd go with this. It's alright. This is the CD32 version. You never realise that. I don't know if that's an emulation thing, because listen to the complete lack of CD quality music or sound, or maybe there isn't any, so I apologise for the background noise, but as I always say, I live on the busiest road in the West Country, but at least you get cars, and that kind of coincides with the game. Anyway, so you race a single season of the Formula 1 Championship. When Nigel Mansell won this, it was kind of a big deal, because I know previous to this in the 60s and shit like that, we produced loads of excellent drivers. Pretty much until Lewis Hamilton came along, we haven't, you know, produced drivers or won shit for years. So Nigel Mansell in 1992 was epic. Also, he had an epic mustache. I believe that helped him win. It, like, you know, it improved the aerodynamics of his car. True story. Right, so anyway, you can race a full season, you can qualify, you could just race the circuits. There are elements where you play with, like, your gearing, your tires and shit like that. I don't know, I literally just checked, it worked. Let's up and down, let's select a circuit. Right, so no music, seriously, fail. Absolute fail. We're going to go with Britain, so Brands Hatch, or what's the other one? Silverstone, sorry. Yeah, Silverstone, I believe. Right, so fire. And here we go. Circuit length built on sites of a wartime bomber base and using former runways. This is an extremely fast circuit. It is required for the first time. Right, so what's the bloody circuit? Have I got to work out what the circuit is by looking at its design? Because I got news for you, kids. I'm not a massive fan of Formula 1. I don't doubt the skill and shit involved in it. I just find it boring as tits. But I do like racing games, so I'm guessing this is Silverstone. Fire. Right, so cancel. Always a good start. I love the cars from this period, though, because they look like proper fucking cars. Right, so aerofoils. I'm not going to piss around with that gear ratios, gears. Well, we're going to stick with automatic and qualify and race circuit. I guess we go with qualify. Not going to piss around with anything, because I don't know how to I don't know, tweak, fiddle, I don't know what, you know, I don't know fuck all about a Formula 1 car is what I'm basically trying to say. Qualify. Right, skip to the end. There we go. Map, top, middle, to the right gears, acceleration, stuff like that. Lap time, top left, best lap to the left of that. Miles an hour, kilometers. Are you mad, man? Bottom right of my car. A is accelerate. Backwards is brake. Don't like that. It's supposed to be a CD32 game. Obviously I can map shit, but I can't be asked. Looks very much like Super Monaco GP, which I can get to work, but it just crashes. Which looked, oh, Shizen. Well, he came up very fast. I'm assuming, is there 3D elements in this? That's not what I'm assuming. Yoink, shit. I should stop chucking on the anchors quite so hard. Obviously, I'm assuming that this is polygonal? I don't know. Before everyone says you should play Vroom, I played the equivalent of it on the Mega Drive. Yeah, before you say you should play Vroom, there is polygons. Are they polygons? Where's the blood this feather came from? It doesn't work on the A500 Mini. And I'm still waiting for them to release a bloody patch that fixes so much stuff. But that said, I still love it, and it's still my favourite Mini. Until Mega Drive 2 comes, which I'm getting in a week's time. Just thought you should know that. That ages this video. Right. Does it tell me what position I am? Well, no, it doesn't matter because I'm qualifying, but there aren't cars on the track. So we got pits then. So what is it? Do I need to pit in the game? It's all very confusing. It's a bit too quick. I guess this is running at the correct speed. I don't know. Undulation, always a good thing, especially because I then get to say the word undulation. I have no idea. Shit. What reviews this got? It must have done alright though, sales-wise, if it got ported to the consoles, and by that I'm assuming it means SNES and Mega Drive. Yoink! Right. You gotta listen for then the opponent cars. Well, they're not really opponent cars, are they? It's very violent. I don't know how accurate it is to the actual track in how it goes left and right. I'm trying not to hit him to prove that, yay! I've achieved something here today. But it's nice and fast and smooth. The track's a little bit narrow. Avoiding stuff seems to be quite difficult. Maybe that's the same as real Formula 1. I don't know. I don't know because I don't watch it, so how many crashes are there? Hey, if you like it, good for you. I could watch it, or I could watch paint dry. Guess which I chose. I would have liked brake as a button. Again, that's on me, I can fix that. Does this just go on forever and ever and ever? No, there you go, that's that question answered. It looks right. It's not the greatest racing game on the Amiga, is it? Well, because there are, you know, polygonal ones. I'd like to try Indianapolis 500, but that crashes as well. Well, no, it worked once, and then every time I try it now, it just immediately dropped. Look at that one, the green one was flying. Yeah, immediately comes straight back out. Again, they really need to start ironing some of the creases out with a couple of firmware updates. Oh, mirrors would be nice. I mean, alright, yeah, I've got them on that car, but with a difference in size. I'm in an Ickle go-kart. They're in fucking TIE fighters. I should be looking at the top of this. Why aren't you moving? Oh, does that mean I do have to pit top of the screen to work out the cordings and stuff? But the thing is, I don't want to, because every time I do that, then my eyes are at the top of the screen, and at the bottom of the screen, shit finds my face really quickly. It has a habit of doing that in racing games. It's too sketchy how quickly they come towards you. I know it's software sprite scaling, I don't know. 7th of 12th. How? Dunno. Right. Yeah, I would like music. I'd definitely like music on the title screen. But and in here, I mean, it's a CD32. That might be an emulation thing. But, I mean, obviously it's a racing game, so all we're going to get is a bunch of angry wasps. How can I still be 7th? Stuff is going by me. It's a totally long lap then. I'm still on 1 of 3. I looked up. Because, you know, dogs can't look up. See what I did there? Points for that quote. Or movie, I should say. I'm 6th of 12th. Sky's getting darker. Did it say chance of precipitation on the title screen? There was a percentage number. Did that mean whether or not it's going to rain? Because you can change your tyres. Should I have changed my tyres? I don't know. I mean, I'm finding the track too cramped. To be fair, that's the fault of a lot of racing games from this period. But then having said that, Super Monaco GP on Mega Drive totally doesn't suffer from that problem, even though we could argue this looks very similar, and also you could argue that the track doesn't look that way. It's too violent in the extremes. It goes from left to right, to left to right. I feel like it's screaming at me, hey! But then I guess if you're going to go pushing fucking 170 miles an hour, how fast did these things go back then? Then shit will go from left to right rather quickly. Well, I mean, it's alright graphics. I'm pretty sure I'm repeating myself. Look, there's the logo of Gremlin at the side. And there are arrows. When you hit something, I don't know if that's deliberate, or me not knowing how to do something, it's like, it locks up. There's the pit. I'm in the pit. Final lap. What did that do? That did nothing. You need to do something like F-Zero where it goes whoop, 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 just so you know that you've done something. 7th of 12th. I've briefly made it to the dizzying highs of 6th of 12th. But you know what? Can I skip qualifying? I want to skip qualifying. I think he stole that guy's wallet. It's been a while, come on. It certainly moves impressively. There's no slowdown. I'm pretty sure it's running at the correct speed. Yeah, it's a bit violent in its left and right and stuff. Lots of racing games suffer from that back then, but it's pretty polished. Braking seems ineffective. Just letting off the petrol seems to be nice undulation. Yeah. Weird. How can that be more effective than brake? It wasn't there. 4th of 12? No! No! Oh, and my lead is getting pissed away. No! Not 7th, not 7th. So there are, I looked briefly up, which is why, you know, I just got twatted. There are, you know, the other cars are indicated by markers. Hey, I made it 6th. Oh, wait, what? That's really irritating when it does that. Let's select another track. Right, so where else can we go? France, kind of Monaco, probably the most famous track in the world. So yeah, weather report. So yeah, that is so 44% chance that it's going to piss down, considered by many to be the event of the Grand Prix season, and a good place so you don't have to pay tax, eh? Right, tune car qualify race circuit. Right, let's just qualify. Oh, hello. So at least it looks different. Right, now, obviously, what with this being photorealistic, you can see all the buildings of downtown Monaco. It's like I'm actually there. This is freaky. Now, obviously, that sounds like I'm being a bit harsh, but on the 30 seconds of me managing to race and not dying immediately on Super Monaco GP on the Amiga, what's impressive about that, I will see if I can get it working one day because I want to do as many Sega games as I can, is it sticks a shitload of buildings in and it actually runs quite well. But we have a tunnel. Oh. Yoink. Use your mustache, Nige. This is equivalent to force. Oh look, there's buildings in the background. Apparently we're racing in the burbs of Monaco. Look, and also it says Gremlin in a different way than it said Gremlin on the previous track. Yoink! So, I mean, if I was absolutely mental and mad for, you know, racing games back in the day, I would have been happy with this, I guess, because of the things I've complained about how, you know, tight the track is and brutal it is from left to right and stuff like that, and how quickly the other cars come up and, you know, find your face. That was, you know, a problem, or a common thing, I should say, with many a racer of this type back in the day. Right. Me playing it now, though, no, it's a bit pants. Oh. Wham. There's irony, I was hitting it. Is that as in the bar? You know, those bars that used to run under a coal tap to make them go brittle as shit. Yoink! Again, do you know what would be alright? Ooh! Is if you had a mate, which you probably would have played this like that back in the day, just go left, right, hard right, left, but then that would make it rally driving. Because you sure as fuck can't look at the top of the screen to see the track circuit layout, if you will, because it's so, you know, brutally fast on the bottom, you know, with its left to right and shits like that, that shit's just going to find your face. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think. Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing, or just Nigel Mansell's World Championship, on the Amiga, albeit on my A500 Mini. I'd love to know what you thought of it back in the day on whatever system it was on. Let me know. And do you have any racing games you recommend I play on my A500 Mini? And I'll get on that, provided they actually work. Wow, I'm third. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Usual tash, Nige.